Welcome back, everybody. Over the weekend, I picked up this upper and lower Craftsman toolbox. They're both loaded with tools. I think I'm going to split them into two different videos, starting with the bottom, because I don't want the video to run like 30 to 45 minutes, because this top is pretty loaded. So today we're going to do the bottom, and then probably within a week or two, we'll do the top. Okay, starting off with the top drawer. I think most of these drawers have a bunch of miscellaneous things in them other than tools. If I find anything interesting, I'll make sure to show you. There's a lighter in here that will always come in handy. Outdoor light. Stapler. And then we actually get to the tools. I'm going to start with the chisels. First one's a snap-on. Craftsman. Another snap-on. I think this one says Davies. This is a snap-on, but yeah, not sure what happened there. Another one, I think it says Davies. Another Davies. Sort of an interesting tool here. It does say snap-on. I feel like I've seen one of these before, but I can't remember what it's for. Then we have a snap-on lady's foot. The end is a little bit reground, but still usable. These are all Davies. And the last two are a couple of small snap-on chisels. I have an OTC 3/4 to 1 inch adapter. A Napa 3/4 inch drive extension. I think these are all 3/4 inch drive. We got Duracraft, New Britain, another Duracraft, SK, Duracraft, SK, 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 Duracraft, SK, another SK, another SK, a Wright, another Wright, Duracraft, slightly modified Duracraft. Whoa, this one has been welded everywhere. Duracraft, and the last one here is a 2 3/8 Craftsman. That's a pretty good sized socket. And that's the end of the top drawer. And the second drawer. This is definitely one of the best drawers, if not the best drawer. Well, in the bottom box for sure. First thing up is obviously a snap-on flare nut wrench set. These are the older I-beam style. Now I'll start in the front here. This first one is a Proto. It's a 1 7/16. And then we have a Cornwell 1 1/4. Snap-on 1 1/2. It does have a little surface rust, but it's really superficial. I think it would clean right up. I would guess on the truck this wrench is around $150 without looking it up. Oh, strange that you could break off an open end, but it looks like it's been broken off. Maybe it's been cut off. Yeah, maybe it was cut off. I guess we got a Craftsman 1 1/4 box wrench. Obviously, this is still a very useful wrench if I just round off the end. This is a big one. This looks like another Proto. Yep, 1 11/16 Proto. Again, a little surface rust. You know, they had this paper towel in here, and I'm guessing that just soaks up moisture. And is probably the reason why these wrenches have rust in the first place. Then we have a snap-on 1 5/16. A Craftsman 1 1/8. Proto 1 3/8. Then we have a few of these Cornwell 4-way wrenches or angled head wrenches. Got a 1 1/4, 1 5/16, and a 1 1/2. That's a big one. And these really don't have the rust on them like the other ones do. Then finally in this drawer we have a pretty good sized Matco. This is a 1.5. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Bonnie might have made these wrenches for Matco. Let me know in the comments. And that's the end of drawer 2. Moving on to drawer 3. This one doesn't look like it has much for tools. Like I said, most every one of these drawers had miscellaneous stuff in it. Wax rings for toilet, telephone plug crimper, some Rubbermaid shelf brackets. I've always liked the Rubbermaid shelving, but it's always been too expensive for me to buy. A couple boxes of these furniture feet guides. Looks like we got some solder over here. Can always use boxes of screws. And outside of this old saw blade here, I believe this would be an impact driver. Well, I mean, it says right on it, so, but I just know it by the case. They must have sold a lot of these because I found so many of these impact drivers. Like, this one's marked Duracraft. But so many that have come in this case through the years of buying different toolboxes. Still has the bits, so that'll definitely be handy to keep around. Nothing too exciting, but that'll finish off drawer 3. Drawer number 4. Oh, this one's loaded. It does have a couple useful items. I always use clamps, especially new ones. Pony clamp, 3-inch. That's going to be drawer 4. Moving on to drawer 5. Okay, a lot of stuff going on in here. Somebody must have had a riding lawnmower. 3 lawnmower blades. Got a post level in here. We'll definitely keep this. Not that I'm going to be putting in a lot of posts, but always a good tool to have. Alright, I just changed the lights a little bit. This says made in the USA. I'm pretty sure this is for holding a flag. Big old pair of water pump pliers. These are Proto Challenger. I'll be keeping those. Got an oil filter wrench. Big tap. Got a pipe cutter. Looks like a Taiwan, China version. Drill bits of Hansen. They make pretty good stuff. I believe this is a tool for drum brakes. I don't know if you can read that, but it actually says Mac in there. Pretty good sized bolt extractor. There's a number of big bits in here. There's a number of bigger taps. Not huge, but pretty good size. Here's another bolt extractor. This one's a big one. This is a Proto. Here's a pretty good sized tap. Surprised I can't find any markings on it. Figured there'd be at least a brand name. Some more big bits down here. Some screws. Toggle switch. More screws. Little stubby 1/4-inch spinner handle. Another big Hansen drill bit. Definitely be keeping those. Quarter-inch Craftsman breaker bar. Ignition wrench. This one definitely had something in it. Some sort of liquid or something that messed up this stuff. Another one of these Proto extractors. Needs a little cleaning though. There's another one back here. There's probably 4 or 5 to this set. I see 3. Some more taps and drill bits. Some chucks. battery terminal cleaner. That's about it in this one. That's drawer number 5. So moving on to the bottom drawer. I had already decided I was going to buy this set before I got to the bottom drawer, but once I did get to the bottom drawer, it definitely piqued my interest. And not this hatchet. True temper. Useful though. I'll definitely keep that. Good for hacking up the kindling from a fire, for the fire pit. First thing here though that caught my eye was a 20-inch proto adjustable. Moves really smooth. Pretty good shape. Doesn't look like it was used as a hammer too often, if ever. Well, I'm sure it was once or twice, but not showing a lot of damage. So that's a pretty good find. I think you can probably see over here what else caught my eye. We'll get to that. Got a Stanley claw hammer. Oh, wrecking bar, crowbar, S-swing hammer. I'll probably use that one. Got a sledge here. This is probably about a 3-pound. Not seen a name on it, but still useful. Another sledge. I don't see a name, but there's quite a bit of crust on it, so could be in there somewhere. Got a jig here, which I believe is for drilling out doors, locks, and handles, which is handy. I've hung my own doors before, and I bought blanks and had to drill them all out. So I already have something like this, but definitely handy to have if you need it. This one seems a little bit better made than mine, so might keep this one around. Hole saw. There's a jigsaw down here. Old Black & Decker. Got a Makita grinder, I believe. Yep. This wheel looks like it's seen its better days. Milwaukee drill that has a questionable cord. I mean, I don't know. It's probably safe, but I'll let you plug it in. I'm not even sure I'd want to test it with that cord on it, but if it had a new cord, it would probably be a good user. Okay, this thing is down here is looking better than I thought. At first, I had just seen the head of it. I didn't know it had the handle. More of these paper towels to attract the moisture. I don't see a name brand on this hammer, but yeah, it's still a good usable hammer. Oh gosh, it's right there. Open your eyes, Craftsman. Fiberglass handle, missed a few times, but there's a few more misses before it's going to be broken. All right, got a little pry bar down here. Enders. I guess I'll just get right to it. Got a snap-on L72T. This is going to be a 1-inch drive ratchet. Please work. Oh, there it goes. It's got a friction ball and a locking pin. It works pretty good in both directions. I'll probably take it apart to clean it. Now, I haven't checked recently. It also has a L72RJ handle. I haven't checked recently, but I think this one tool, if I sell it, would pay for the box. I would maybe sell it because I don't see myself using 1-inch drive sockets anytime soon. But we'll see. Keep it around for now. Let's see, we got a vampire stake in here, just in case. Couple of shims. Great neck hacksaw. Bolt cutter. Ooh. right out of China. I'm not sure a Chinese bolt cutter is going to be a good one, but truth is, I don't really have a bolt cutter, as strange as it sounds. Well, maybe if I look through my junk, I'd find one. But I'll probably keep that around just in case. And last thing here is a customized sledgehammer. It's got a customized grip. And it's got maybe someone's name welded on it. I'm not sure. Oh, if that's going to focus, right there it says Japan. So, might clean it up. It looks like it's been well used. That thing is mushroomed out a little bit. But that's going to be all for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.